As the Light Conquest is ending, Ultimate Conquest is starting up again. But before we start at Ultimate Conquest, we need to do predictions, right? I'm having sick, and together with Born, we're gonna do predictions. So stay tuned, and maybe our predictions are right this year. Let's see. Let's get into it. So let's get off with like the first round. I think the first round. What do you think? WXC against FUK.
Yeah, WXT, definitely. I feel like first round is already relatively easy.
HOH
HOA,
first.
yeah, for sure.
And
FDH will be on their time slots on a Wednesday with much stronger leads, so
okay,
definitely
PDR.
FDH.
PDR
Yeah,
against
also not,
Nox.
also really not a big question mark there. Same with Rod and Tis. Very, very
I
clear
think we
power
played
difference.
them before, right? The last match? Or was it not his?
No, that was
Not yet.
TLT.
Okay. Then Nos against HD.
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 That might be a bit closer. But yeah, I'd probably go with HD. But that might be the first interesting one, like to watch.
And then MBE against TLT.
Yeah, no question. And
Oh,
there's a very clear four favorite alliances, and it's NB, Rod, BDR, WXD. Unless they play each other, they will win.
you never know.
Yeah.
It could be
last
like
one
a
is
mindfuck,
RRH.
and then they go to the losing
No.
bracket.
I don't think so. But yeah, RRH and the last one also very clear power difference.
Then
Yeah.
for the second round we have WXD versus HOH.
Yeah, definitely WXD.
Then FDH against PDR. Power-wise, I think it's PDR.
Yeah. They actually played against each other during normal season.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't very close.
Oh well. Then Rod against HD. I think we also played against them. I think it was our first match.
Yeah, we did.
And,
we played them on.
So I think it's probably gonna be the same result.
Yes.
Then
I'm not sure if NB and RRH played, but to me there's no question NB will win that.
So we can see. They did play.
Yeah, they did.
And they won big time.
Yeah.
So should be the same.
Yep.
Then FUK against TQL.
This might be like the first one that might be kind of close-ish.
They didn't play against each other.
No. I'd probably give it to TQL. FUK lost at least their strongest lead to BDR. And TQL actually kept all its rally leads. So if I had to take a guess, TQL will probably take the win there.
Okay. Then we go for TQL. Then OBV against Nox. Who is in Nox?
I feel like that could go either way. Did they play each other at some point? Yeah, they did, and Nox won pretty convincingly. Yeah. I did give it to Nox, but I feel like that is like the first one where it could really go either way.
But it's gonna be on the same time zone that they played last time, so it might be the
Yeah.
same outcome. Because I don't
Yeah.
think they have like lost many people.
No. I think both have all kept their normal rosters.
Then we have
TIS versus NOS. Also one of those that could go either way. They sadly did not play each other.
no, they didn't.
Personally, I take a guess and say it will go to NOS, but
Because they have stronger
TIS.
athletes.
Yeah, they have strong overall leads, but then again, TIS won against WAO, so that's definitely something. And I don't think NOS played them. But yeah, generally speaking, I'd say
NOS.
probably NOS, yeah.
Then we have TLT against UTB.
Yeah, definitely UTB. TLT has two strong accounts, but beyond that, they don't really have much roster depth.
Which is this one, I guess.
Yeah, Mondre is the one. Like that's their biggest. I guess the Dutch B one seems also kind of decent.
She's not bad.
Yeah. And then the last one is Vernon Ronai, which is also like a decent account, or like an actually strong account.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. And well, but UTB is, in my opinion, more experienced. Has a couple strong rally leads like Pratap, and I think they have like a couple from the FFS disband. So, in my opinion, it will probably go to UTB just by coordination standards.
Okay. Then we come to the third round. Wait, what?
Yeah, but still like losers or like the lower bracket.
Yeah, we come to the third round here at the. Then we have HOH against TQL.
Yeah, again we'll go to HOH. I don't think that is gonna change. I don't see TQL having a chance there.
This is a repeat of the first round, by the way.
Yeah.
Then we have FDH against Nox. This is gonna be on FDH times, though, I think.
Yeah, it will be on FDH time zone.
That's the only thing that could fuck them up, I think.
Yeah.
But
and again on a Wednesday, so.
So, you think we're going for Nox?
No, definitely going for FDH.
Okay.
Just firepower-wise, I don't see Nox being able to kick like Asterix or Napoleon.
Oh yeah, they stayed there this time.
Yeah, I don't think they have the rally leads for that.
Endless. Then we have
Yeah.
HD against NOS. I think that one is straightforward. HD is way more powerful in accounts.
Yes. Plus, they also have like the benefit of having played more UC, and also it's a redo of the first round.
Yeah.
We gave it to HD there.
Then we actually have here also a repeat from the first round.
Yeah.
And
I'd say the same again. I think RRH is favored there. And then we come to the top, which here it kind of gets closer, because WXD and BDR could go either way, I think. I'd probably say this is really a coin flip. I gave it to WXD. But that could really go either way. A lot will depend if WXD can get the accounts in that they want. If they can do that, then I don't see BDR able to kick most of them. Like BDR doesn't have their usually stacked max account roster this UC. Instead, 3 of their bigger rally leaders are in WXD, with Yagami, Menat, and Imperial Rock.
So it's kind of interesting that the people that they usually recruit are now fighting against them.
Yes. It will be I hope it will be a fun match to watch.
But still, the Big C probably has the firepower if they land the people right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if BDR has the good ones, and the Big C has the potential to kick them out.
They have the potential, yes, but BDR is really, really good at reinforcing.
Like you said, the potential.
Yes, the potential. So yeah, very like could go either way. I'm looking forward to just watching it.
It would be a fun match to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go to Rot against MBE. We played twice this season against them, and the first time we lost, and the second time we won. So for me, this is also a bit of a coin toss, because it all depends on if either side can get the right people in the right positions.
Well, I don't think it's as much of a coin toss. I do think Rod is favored here. Strongly, actually. I'd say.
The first time they won...
lost. It was very close, and people, well, weren't really up to date on, like... It was the first real match we had, so... With a bit more experience, we see that it all turned around.
So we're in favor of Rod. Because
Yeah.
Anna needs to approve this video. Then we are gonna go to HOH and FDH.
Yeah.
They didn't
Not
play
really...
against each other, I think. No.
No. HOH versus FDH. To me, I think FDH is gonna win it. The same problem.
They'll have Asterix and Napoleon.
Yeah. HOH is lacking firepower to kick these type of accounts, while FDH definitely lacks the coordination of HOH. But I'd give it to Supreme Firepower.
Okay. I think then we come to HD against... Wait, what? You were gonna say something.
Yeah, on the other one, definitely RRH.
RRH over HD?
Yes, definitely. They played each other probably. But yeah, definitely. No, they didn't. But yeah, definitely would give it to RRH. much stronger overall.
I was thinking that HD was gonna win, to be honest.
No, definitely not.
Because don't they have like stronger people?
No.
Never
They have
mind.
like one very strong account in Saratus. And then they have Arthurian. Like they have these two accounts. But other than that, they're not that much stronger. And I feel like RH just has the roster depth.
They usually play with, they know well, and they're more coordinated.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have more rally leads and they have
Better
better coordination, I'd say.
Okay, then we come to round number 5.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer, definitely. BDR and NB are going to take that.
Just your sheer experience and overall brute
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
Then we have WXD versus Rod.
I might be biased, but I do think we have a stronger roster this time than BDR. I
WXD.
do think we have a better chance of beating WXD
Yeah.
than BDR does. But obviously, as I'd say, any of those three alliances can win against the others. I think Rod can beat WXD and BDR. BDR can beat WXD and Rod. WXD can beat Rod and BDR.
I think also like we have experienced tough matches. Well, WXD literally didn't really have that big of a fight, like once against Nox, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was an arranged match.
And against BTA, they seem to have
Same.
trouble.
No, same. Probably an arranged match.
So yeah. Therefore, like, Rod has fought more, I think.
Yeah.
So I think the experience will, they will do it better.
Yeah.
Then we have BDR against MBE. This is like you said before, like it's a coin toss, I think, a bit, because they fought twice against each other. Once they lost,
Yes.
and once they won. But the last time they won was with their UC roster, though.
Yeah. So BDR got a couple UC recruits in Gannicus and in Corellian, for example. I do think now they have a stronger roster overall. Much stronger, actually, and I don't expect MBE to really be able to contest. Sadly, was a pretty good match before the roster beef up, but yeah.
We will see, but I think
We will see, yeah.
this is also like a match that will be very pleasant to watch.
I think so as well.
But we're gonna hand it to BDR.
Yeah.
Then we come to the semi-finals, round 7, WXD against BDR. This is gonna be a repeat of round 4.
Yeah. I would again give it to WXD probably. Although, as I said, can go either way. Will just depend on
BDR has like this thing when they lose first time, they usually win the second time, though.
True.
I'm just saying this, like, this could be like they learn from their mistakes and they adapt to it. So I think it could go to BDR.
Possible, yeah.
But then again, it all depends on like who they get in the good positions.
Exactly.
So therefore we we're gonna give it to WXT.
And that will be a redo of round 6.
And
My
then
opinion again, pointless, but favoring Rod because, well, biased.
because we want Anna to approve this video.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're clearly biased. But I also think, like, looking at unbiased, we do have more experience from this season than than the Big D did, because they didn't really have decent matches. So
Yeah.
I hope that we can adapt and just it's gonna be one fun match to watch though.
For sure, yes. I think it's gonna be one of the more tense UC seasons we've had in recent times.
It's not so certain. Like,
Yeah,
usually it's very like, okay, this one is first place, this one is second place, and this one is third. And now it's more like you could go like the top 3, the top 4 can kind of shift a bit.
yeah.